Yo, today's copywriting day 289, and I'm just making this video to talk to further expand upon what I was trying to get at in my last video. And like obviously like right now my main goal is just to get a call booked. So I'm not gonna spend as much time making videos as I usually do. But yeah, so like what I was actually talking about in that last video, apart from like my little rant, was basically the like this concept. So like Charlie Morgan came up with this word called quality, which is basically just like I think you can see the screen properly. Hopefully you can. My camera's not in the way. Yeah, so like basically what it is it's just like the perfect balance of like quantity and quality. Because on one end you have like I have just a load of writing here and stuff, but basically what it is you can ignore the pros and cons if you want. But basically you have two options whenever you're doing outreach. You can do quant like quantity, which is like what I used to do, which is like 20 to 30 back end outreaches per day. And the reason why this is useful is because like you don't put any effort into it. You basically just the hardest thing you have to do is just find loads of leads, and that's it. So like you spend most of your time lead sourcing. It's kind of difficult to manage all of the follow-ups and manage all the conversations because you'll be getting responses here and there, and then you'll have to like pick which person you want to write the copy for first, and then it just gets messy as fuck, to be honest. But it's really easy to send. You don't have to write any copy up front, and you can literally just reach out to basically everyone. You know what I mean? So and you can just like that's something I really liked about it because like you can offer everything. You can offer like sales pages, VSLs, Instagram reels, like YouTube scripts, all sorts of stupid shit that you wouldn't otherwise offer if you're doing the other ones. And then so that's the quantity side of it. And then for quality, it's basically just front end. And whenever I say like fully front end, I mean like you find a lead and then you do the whole thing. So like you look like realistically, I'm only focusing on emails right now. So if what it would look like for me is I find someone with an email list. I look at a load of their emails and then I just hand write out one myself, come up with the whole idea, all that shit, and write that one email and send it to them. And in a day, like if assuming I already had the leads found, like I didn't have to go and look for them and get distracted, I'd probably be able to send out two of these per day, like just like because I'm not like the fastest at writing out emails yet. Like I'm getting better, but it's not. I'm still not that good. Like just speed wise, like I can write out good copy, but not I'm not that fast. And yeah, so the pros and cons for this is basically like whenever you're doing it, you get really picky with who you outreach to because if you're going to be investing like what's called like 2 hours or whatever into writing out an email for them, you want to make sure that you're picking someone that's actually good. So you kind of like procrastinate and like get really picky with it. So those are the two bad things about it. And then obviously like the cons are it's really high or the pros are it's really high quality. So you're basically like if you send an email to that person, you're maximizing your chance with that specific person. You know what I mean? Compared to if you just sent them like a back end outreach. So you could just be potentially be like with this approach over here, you could just be wasting loads of the leads because you're just like half-assing it almost. And yes, you don't have to source as many leads, but at the same time you get pickier, so it's not like that's kind of bad. And it's easier to keep track of because you there's not as many leads. Like you send them an outreach, they reply, and then it's pretty easy. You just have a conversation with them. And then yeah, so like what does like quality look like? So like what does the middle look like right now? Is basically like what I came up with and what I was talking about in this. It's not what I came up with. It's just like my current thing that I'm doing. So what I do is I just like do 4 to 8 front end outreaches per day. I haven't done 8 in a single day yet. I probably will actually do that today, but you're able to just do like a mix of like quality and quantity. Hint, hint in the fucking name. But yeah, so what this is it's like fully personalized because obviously you're like saying what their offer is, you're writing this email specifically for them, and it's just personalized. But the only downside is it's AI copy isn't as good as handwritten copy. But that's what I was talking about in my last video. What I was saying was like, if you're outreaching to people who don't know what good copy is, technically it doesn't have to be as good. If they just all they have to do is think it's good. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Can I get rid of that? No, fuck. Yeah, all they have to do is think that it's good copy. And I know that's a bad practice to go by because you want to make sure that you're actually giving them value for the copy that you write. But the thing is that if you're just looking at it from like a revenue generating perspective for yourself as a copywriter, obviously it makes sense if you can get clients that think your copy is good, regardless of if it is actually good or not, you'll make more money. But if you get your moral like compass back into fucking check and you're like, oh shit, well I have to be making this person money, realistically, yes, you need to be sending them better copy, which is what happened with that last guy I reached to. I basically just like I seen his offer. I was like, it's pretty boring. I like the offer is boring as fuck. I don't really care about it, so I'm not gonna put as much effort into this email. And hopefully, like if it works, it works. Like if it doesn't, whatever. And that's what happened. He basically just got fucking pissed. It was actually funny. But enough about that. Like basically, the point is of this video, if you want to be doing outreach, just make sure you're capitalizing on both the quantity and the quality, because if you're doing one or the other, it'll just like slow you down, because I don't know, because Charlie Morgan says so. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll probably see you tomorrow, maybe the day after. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's it.